Welcome to my Barlates Body Blitz segment of quick fix total body weights. For today's workout, all you will need is a yoga mat if you're working out on hard floor and 3 sets of weights, light, medium and heavy. Depending on how strong you are will be depending on what sort of weights you're using. Just to give you an idea, I'll be using 5 pounds, 8 pounds and 10 pounds, or in metric that's 2.5 kilos, 4 kilos and 5 kilos. So I'll always try and tell you whether we're using light, medium or heavy weights to start off with. We're also going to do this as a timed interval workout, which means we'll be doing 40 seconds of work followed by 10 seconds of rest. There'll be 30 rounds in total, so once I press start, there'll be 10 seconds to set up, and then we'll just go through one after the other. If you need to take a break at any time, please just press pause and come back when you're ready. Okay, let's get started. Starting now. The first exercise, we're going to use our medium set of weights, and we're just going to come down, row, come up and side lateral. So it's down, row, up, side lateral. Okay, keep your back really nice and flat when you come down. So it's almost like a stiff-legged deadlift on the down, and then side laterals. Your arms can still be bent on your side laterals so that you're not taxing your shoulders too early in that workout. It's down. We're just using the medium weights to warm up everything. This is getting your back and it's getting your shoulders. Keep your tummy pulled in, really nice posture. You can keep a micro bend in those knees. Okay, so we've got 10 seconds rest. The next exercise, stand up really nice and tall. We're doing a shoulder press, palms facing front, then palms facing your ears. Okay, so keep alternating. And ears. Up and side. And depending on whether you're finding this challenging enough, you might want to increase your weight or even decrease your weight. And up and up. Keep pushing. Try to only come down to your ear level with your palms every time on the down. Really tall upright posture, and up, and up, all the way up. Should be starting to burn, and up, and up. Okay, arms down. Now we're going to do a combination bicep curl. We're going to do a hammer curl, come down, rotate, and a regular curl. Okay, starting now. So it's hammer and regular. Keep your arms in by your waist. Really nice tall upright posture. Make sure that your shoulders are down and back, and you're really just moving the bottom portion of that arm and up. Hammer and up. Try to come all the way up and control it on the way down. Up and up. All the way. Nice fast pace to keep the heart rate high. And up and up. Try to extend nearly all the way down, but there can be a micro bend in that elbow. Okay, keeping down for a second. Breathing through it, 10 seconds isn't very long. Come up by your rib cage, and we're going to rotate out, push out, and come back in. Rotate, push, and in. Think about opening up through the front of your chest and kissing your shoulder blades together at the back. Out, and back in. Pushing out. Try to rotate as far as you can before you start that push out. And in. All the way. Try to get your arms really far out. I know it's heavy with these weights. And out. Keep breathing through it. Okay, arms down for a second. Breathing, breathing. We're going to get the waistline involved. We're going to go side to side. So you start now and try to bring that other arm all the way up to your armpit. Try to stay in a horizontal plane, so don't lean forward or back. All the way down. Reaching. Reaching. Squeezing through that muffin top area. And still feeling that other arm as well as you're pulling up under that armpit. Side, side. Breathing through it. all the way down. Try to lean as far as you possibly can. Okay, breathing through it, shoulder rolls. 2, 1. Now we're doing front raise palms to the floor, then palms in, alternating. So a tiny micro bend again in the elbows, and it's a fluid motion. It's an up and an up, controlling it on the way up and on the way down. If this pace is too fast for you, you can slow it down, or you can just do one arm like this. But if you can, try and do both. Up and up. The more you bend your arms, the easier this is. So if you want to bend them like this, those weights were maybe a little bit too heavy for this exercise. So anytime you want to drop down, definitely do so. 2, 1. Next exercise is up, out, in, and down. So it's up, out, hinging forward slightly at the body, but make sure that you've got your tummy pulled in so your back is nice and flat. In and down. So you're getting a bit of tricep here as well, but hinging that body forward. What are you doing, Minnie? Up, out, in, and down. So by hinging, you're getting a bit of upper back as well. Up, out, in, and down. All the way out. Now we're going to go into a plie position where your feet are slightly wider, and we're going to do an upright row, single, single, double with a pulse. So it's going to be single, single, double. Keep pulsing those legs. Starting to get the lower body involved as well. That'll shoot the heart rate up. Try to come all the way up, rowing up with those arms, leading with the elbow. Keep your spine nice and upright. Single, single, double. Keep going. Breathing through it. Pulsing in those legs. Single, double. All the way up. Great job. Now staying down here, we're going to turn our hands. So we're doing bicep curls again, but alternating this time. 2, 1, and we're going to do that same pulsing action, but slower with the legs now. Alternating. All the way. Remembering to keep those elbows in by your side. We're going to switch to our heavier weights next. All the way down. Keep breathing. Try to plie really low here and don't come up all the way. So there's still tension on your thighs, even on the up. Breathe through it. All the way up and up. Should be feeling those biceps now. Keep going. Okay, so just quickly switch to your slightly heavier weights. And we're going to come into a lunge position. And it's going to be like a single leg deadlift. Slow and controlled. If you can't lift your back leg, you can keep your toe on the ground like this. But just make sure your back is really nice and flat. So you're hinging forward at the waist, you're not rounding that back. And you're pulling up with your hamstring. Really feeling that in the back of the leg and the glutes. 10 seconds to go. And up. It's okay if you lose your balance. Just pick a spot in front of you. Down and up. Now we're switching legs. So a wider stance will help you to keep that balance. And it's going to be down and up, looking at the ground in front of you. One side might be harder to balance than the other. This is my hard side, so I'm going to keep trying to keep that leg up there. But if I need to keep my toe down at any time, that's totally fine. Wearing shoes will help as well with stability. So if you prefer to wear shoes, you definitely can in any of my workouts. All the way. All the way. Watching that balance. Hold your tummies in, it will help with your balance as well. Down and up. Down and up. Now we're going to do a back row. So hinge over, and we're going to do single, single, double back rows. So single, single, double. Single, single, double. You're rowing all the way up. Make sure your spine is flat. Don't curve your spine here. And your arms are in close by your rib cage. Single, double. All the way up. Up. Single, single, squeeze. Squeeze those shoulder blades together every time. Squeeze. Single, single, and up. Single, single, and up. Okay, we're going to come down into a plank position. And same sort of thing, Renegade Rows. So up and up, switching sides. Stay in a plank and just switch sides, rowing up behind you. If this is too hard, you can come down onto your knees like this. But if you can, try to stay up. So you're engaging your core at the same time as working that back. And up. Up. And up. Keep going. Keep breathing through it. 5 more seconds. 2, 1. Now we're going to just use one weight. Come onto your side in a side plank, and we're going to pull up and down. You may need to change to your lighter weight here, but we're going to do a very slow, controlled movement and down. So it's as if you're grazing that dumbbell along your body. If this is too hard, you can come down on one knee to make it an easier side plank, but try to stay up there. Keep your hips high. All the way up and down. Hold your tummies in. This is a tough one, but you can do it. Up and down. Last one. Now we're going to the other side. So set yourself up in that nice side plank. Stagger your feet, and it's up and down. Align your shoulder over that wrist so that you're not damaging anything there. You've got perfect alignment. Up and down. Up. If you've got shoes on, you might be able to stack your feet one on top of the other, which makes it even tougher. But with bare feet, it's a little bit slippy. Doesn't tend to work as well. Up and down. All the way up. Keep going, you can do it. Just breathe through it. Okay, some abs now. So sitting with your legs out in front, we're going to do a Russian twist, very simple. Side to side. Twisting through that waist. If you want to, up the ante, pick your feet up off the ground. If you'd rather not, keep them down. Twist through the waist. Don't just move that weight from side to side. Twist through the waist each time. Feeling it through the midsection, wringing out that waist, side to side. The further you lean back, the harder this is. Keep going, you can do it. All the way down. Touch your hand onto the mat. Keep going. Okay, another ab exercise with the weight. Arms overhead. And very carefully, we're going to roll down and roll back up. You can hang on to 2 weights if you want to make this tougher. And up. So it's down and up. Keeping your arms straight with a tiny micro bend and keeping your back nice and flat at the top. Pushing back on those shoulders on the top here. And up. Just keep your heels on the ground if you can. And up. and up. We're going to stand up again with both weights in a second. And up, so safely come back up, grab both your weights, and we're going to do a curtsy lunge to side squat. So go now. So it's a down. You're hinging your waist forward here on this curtsy lunge. So it's on a diagonal behind. Your front foot is slightly turned out here. And then it's just a squat to the side. Try and stay low throughout this whole section. Don't come all the way up. Always have a little bend in that leg. Fast pace to get that heart rate up high. Your weight is in your front heel. And out. And out. Sink low each time. Other side, so turn out in the feet. Behind and out. Starting now. Behind and out. Staying low. Keep your back flat and around your back on the down. It's just like you're reaching towards that foot. If this is hurting your back at all, you can stay more upright. Back and squat. Stick your hips out towards the back. Make sure that knee is not jutting out over the toe. Breathe through it, 10 seconds. Keep going. 3, 2, 1. Now drop one weight again. Another balance challenge. Opposite arm and leg up in the air, and we're going to row it. Okay, so start. If you need to hold on to something, you can. Try and focus on a spot on the floor and row. The back leg doesn't have to be really high, just where you are feeling challenged. Hold your core in tight. It will really help with that balance, and focus on a spot on the floor. Keep going. 10 seconds to go. Row all the way up, all the way up. We've done lots of rows, so that back should be starting to feel nice and toasty. Keep going. Don't lose it the last few seconds. And we're doing the other side. So once again, try and find that nice position and start rowing now. So a slight bend in the front leg will help. Extend your toe out long. The front arm can either be down or extended, depending on how you feel the most balanced. And just roll up, all the way up, past your back line. Keep your spine nice and flat. Your neck is in nice alignment with your spine, so looking straight ahead. And up. And up. Keep going, 6 seconds to go. Keep that leg up there, squeeze your glutes. 2, 1. Now hold on to that weight, come into a wide stance, and we're going to go side to side. Okay, holding your arms out slightly from your body. Side to side. Twisting through the waist. Try to stabilize through the hips. Keep your arms out and push. Push. Really focusing on the abs here. Side to side. All the way. All the way. Grabbing the other weight in a second. One more exercise per side with the heavy weights, and we're moving to light weights for the last couple of rounds. Keep going. Keep twisting. Okay, holding on to your other weight. We're going to come down, rotate up. Start now. It's down, rotate up. Down, rotate up. So you need to be safe and keep your back really flat here. And then when you push overhead, look up at the ceiling and keep your spine really straight. Down low and rotate. All the way down and up. You can do it. Keep pushing through. Think we're going back to light weights after the next exercise. Down for 3 seconds and up. Down and up. Okay, so other side now. We're going to come down and up to the other side. Ready? Go now. Down and up. Down and up. Push overhead. Each time really strongly. If it's too much, do one arm at a time. So you can come down and do the right, then down and do the left. Modify, find something that will work for you so you can complete all the rounds. You might want to lunge a bit less low. Keep it more shallow. Down and up. Down. Breathe through it, tummy's pulled in. Okay, so put down these heavy weights. Grab your light weights. We're going to come long lever, then switch and up. So it's palm to the floor, palm to the front. Floor, front. Your arms are quite straight here, but there is always a micro bend in those elbows, and you're coming up to shoulder height. So you're not coming up too high, and control it down. Don't allow your arms to just swing around in the air. Think really heavy through thick mud. 5 more seconds. And side. All the way. Bend your arms if you need to. Round your shoulders. We're going to hinge forward and do tricep single, single, double. Kick back. So hinge at the waist. Arms up. And it's single, single, double, okay? Single, single, double. Your arms are really tight to your rib cage, and they're trying to stay above the line of your back. Make sure that your tummy's pulled in here, and you're really flat through that back. If you need to be slightly higher, you can do that. You can still do it up here, as long as you feel the back of your arms engaging. 10 seconds. Keep going, and up. Single, single, and up. 3 seconds, you can do it, keep going. Okay, we're coming down on the floor in a plank. We only need one of the weights. We're going to come into full plank with a tricep kick back, but this time our palm is going to come to the ceiling. So it's an in and a twist up. In, twist up. If this is too tough, come down to your knees. Or you can even just do one knee. But if you can stay up there, try. Try really hard. Just stay up. Squeeze your glutes, squeeze your abs. Keep breathing. Breathe out on the exertion. Keep going. 10 seconds. Keep going. You can do it. 8. Keep bringing that palm to the ceiling. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, that's a hard one. Other side. We've only got 2 more rounds. 3, 2, 1. Come up, and it's pressed back and back. So remember to rotate your palm to the ceiling at the top. And those modifications, stay down on your knees or on one leg, or if you can, stay up on both. Getting hard now. Hold your tummy in to keep your core nice and tight. Slow down the range of motion if you want to just finish it on your toes but are finding this too fast. 7 seconds. Keep breathing. 2, 1. Oh, awesome job. Move that weight out of the way. Come down into a prone position on your tummy, and your hands are out in front of you. Keep your arms bent, and it's lift up and up. Now you won't be able to lift very high because of the weight, but try to come up and up. Keep your toes down and up. Keep your arms bent. If you need to drop the weight, just drop it. And up. And up. All the way through the back. Hold your tummies in. Looking straight ahead. Keep going. And up. And breathe. Breathe out on the up. Okay, last round. Gonna have to do it, gonna have to do some push-ups. Wide to narrow push-ups. On your knees, on your toes. Wide to narrow. Wide to narrow. Come down on your knees if you have to. Last exercise. Wide to narrow. Keep going. Keep a nice straight line. 14 seconds. Just come down as low as you can. Keep breathing. 6 seconds. 3, 2, last one. Awesome job. Finished it. Turn this off so it stops beeping at us. And there you have it. Total body weights workout. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that your heart rate stayed really high and you felt like you got a really good workout even though it wasn't cardio as such. You can still do HIIT training even without jumping around all over the place, just by keeping the reps high, by moving fast from exercise to exercise and having minimal break. So let's stretch it out. Interlace your fingers at the front and just push through those shoulder blades, opening up behind your shoulder blades and reaching your arms out long in front. Breathing through it, holding your tummy in, rounding through that spine, and then put your arms behind and push your chest forward, arms up at the back, stretching through the front of your arms, your biceps. And then your arm across. We did quite a lot of shoulder work. Keep it nice and long and push it in towards your body. And then the other side, pushing your arm across, all the way in, and then just stretch out through your wrists, both wrists, keeping it nice and mobile and flexible, rotating. If you find that any of the push-ups or plank work hurt your wrists, you can definitely go down onto your elbows, that will help, but they do strengthen. Okay, so coming forward, doing a hip flexor stretch, just pushing into that opening out through the front of your hip flexors and keeping your body nice and upright. And then pushing back and feeling the back of your hamstring stretch. All the way back. I'm just going to do some quick stretches, but if you feel like you need to stretch more, please do so. There is a lower body and an upper body stretch on the YouTube channel. So other side, pushing forward through that hip flexor. And then pushing back, keeping your leg nice and straight, keeping your back flat here and chest towards that thigh. Then coming up and just opening up through those inner thighs, pressing out with both hands. And then just crossing underneath your knees and pushing your spine up. And changing which hand is on top and pushing your spine up to the ceiling. And then breathing all the way up, pushing up, side bend, and there you have it. Thanks for joining me for my quick fix total body weights workout. I look forward to working out with you again soon.